Morning. So, one of the only things that I don't like about my job is I live in Lakeland. For the most part, I live in Lakeland on the weekends. And I work in Stewart. Stewart's 2.5 hours away. So I have to wake up real early in the morning on usually Monday. This week it's a little different. But I have to drive 2.5 hours down to Stewart, and then 2.5 hours back to Lakeland. Now, I only do this twice a week. So I drive down to Stewart, usually Monday morning, and then I drive back on Friday night. So I only have to do it twice a week, but still, it's, yeah. I didn't really get enough sleep last night. My fault. I didn't go to sleep early enough, but, whatever. Man, it's kind of chilly this morning. And letting the car warm up. But, yeah, anyway, we got a lot of stuff to do at work. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to happen this week. Me taking the day off yesterday isn't going to help things. A lot of stuff to ship. A lot of things that we need to get done in the shop. Hopefully we were able to really knuckle down and get some stuff out, because we really need. All right, so just pulled up to work. First order of business, emails. Oh yeah. All right. Whew. There's my office. Well, or my desk, I should say. Okay, so I had to go out to Walgreens to go grab some allergy medications, because it is that time of year where we're starting to hit that sort of thing. And then I'm headed back to work, and look at what I found. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a Ferrari, I believe a 360 Challenge Stradale on the back of this flatbed. I'm not sure why he's not moving. Light is green. I'm gonna have to wait till I can get back over, but yeah, here. I'm not sure where this is going. That is cool though. Yeah, so we just got all this stuff back from the anodizing shop, and yeah, the purple. God, look at that. That's just awesome. Look at that. That is amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, the gray looks pretty good. And the black looks good too, but that purple. So, I get a ton of questions about this over the emails from the interwebs. And these are offset camber plates that we offer here at SLR. These are for extending the range of your coilover camber plate in order to reduce negative camber. So everybody kind of understands that when you install longer lower control arms, that they create lots of negative camber on the front wheels. They're going to basically move the lower out, so then that makes the wheel kilt in pretty bad. Most camber plates on coilovers that are sold over the shelf pretty much just don't move far enough. They'll typically move to about here. And then that's only going to allow you to set your positive to possibly maybe about, you're going to be stuck with, -4, -5 degrees with some camber plates. Sometimes even more camber than that. So we've created these offset camber plates that have an extended range that move further out, that allow you to reduce your negative camber down to positive. Or if you're one of the guys that likes to max out negative camber, part of that crowd, you can just simply flip these around, and then the bolts, actually the studs here, can be moved to the other side, and that allows you to actually max out negative camber if you're part of that crowd, which is an increasing part of our business, and is definitely a valid application for these products. These particular plates right now are actually the very first ones that we've done in this anodized purple color, which I don't know if you can see, but they're just absolutely gorgeous pieces. The other question that we normally get is about these slider plates, whether or not they need to be included. These are for specifically coilovers that are part of the BC family. BC coilovers use a different spacing than your normal coilovers that you would buy, say, like from TN or say Power by Max, any of those other types of companies. They are a different spacing from BC. BC is a bit narrower. So we have to include these spacers if you have BC coilovers. These particular ones that I just put together are going out to actually Big Boost Alberto. I don't know if you guys probably might know him. And these are going to go complement his kit quite well, since he's got the purple control arms. The other thing that we need to add to that is that these bolt holes right here are actually set all the way around. These fit multiple applications. Most BMWs are covered by these camber plates. And then the other thing too is that because these holes go around the perimeter on E36s and a couple other chassis, you can actually adjust your caster with this as well. So say this is towards the outside of the car, you can bring this back to add caster. You can just basically unscrew these studs and then rescrew them back into these holes, which will give you more caster. Or if you're looking for a more forward, more physical caster trail on the knuckle, but less actual caster at the strut to get a flatter contact patch, you can tilt this forward. The other thing that I want to talk about and show off to everybody out there is how the adjustable Ackerman works on our steering plates. It's actually a really cool design. Alright, so let me take the time to go ahead and explain how this works. This is the SLR steering plate. This is a really, really nicely machined piece. It's made out of 7075 T6 aluminum, which is pretty much the most badass grade of aluminum that you can get. Way, way stronger than just plain old 6061. And the way that the Ackerman position works is that we have this custom machined and designed misalignment spacer that then goes into these two holes right here. And what it'll do is that, depending on the position that you're in, see right here, this position right here is what we call full race. This is essentially stock Ackerman. It's a little bit less than stock Ackerman, but it's pretty much factory Ackerman. This is good for autocross, this is good for road racing, or if you have the kit, you want it on a normal daily driving car that is, you don't really want to have the offset, of the Ackerman basically being lowered or reduced from stock for any particular reason or purpose. Now, the cool part about this is that all I have to do is that this is factory Ackerman. And now I just take this because the pins are offset. And now we're with a more middle position. See that? And then if I want to go ahead and take this and put it here, now we're at a more drift-oriented position. Basically, the further out it goes this way, the less Ackerman that it will have overall. And Then we just take this, flip it around. I don't have great depth perception because I'm looking at the phone. And there you are. That's our maximum reduced Ackerman. So there's 4 steps in here. And it's very easy to adjust. And then this bolt will go into there, of our rod end, and then our other misalignment spacer. And then that completes the package for the steering. The coolest part about this is that it's very easy to adjust this at the track. All you have to do is simply loosen the nut here and take the rod end, slide it down along with the bottom misalignment spacer, pull this out, slide the bolt into the position you want, and then simply put these in the corresponding holes for that position. Makes it very simple to actually adjust, and you can play with this as much as you want. It's pretty cool. The other thing I just want to say as a caution, because we see this on a lot of people's stuff, the nut for this. Do not use, and I repeat, do not use an impact on it. These lower cones, as much as we can reinforce them, these lower misalignment spacers are not strong enough to take repeated pounding by an impact. What will happen is that this will collapse a little bit, and then this will become loose under load. I just want to say again, do not use an impact. We have torque specs that are included with the kit. Use those. I hope it was informative. With a lot of people give me these questions quite often online, and I figured, why not? I'll do a little bit of a Q&A, a little bit of a, well, not really Q&A. that doesn't make sense. You guys didn't ask me any questions specifically for this video. If you want me to do a full SLR Q&A, just let me know. Leave comments down in the bottom, and it also would really help me out if you could, like, subscribe, share this around, or dislike the video. If you didn't like it, just tell me. I'd really appreciate anything that you guys can do, because, realistically, I want to bring as much content towards explaining how these parts work. In future videos, I want to sit down with a whiteboard and basically go through how Ackerman, KPI, scrub radius, all the front ends talk that a lot of people, throw around, but I'm not sure if they really understand. Especially like the drifting related stuff, because it's kind of complicated. I'd like to actually sit down and make a good, clear explanation about what all those things mean and what is, thought to be optimal. Because obviously everybody has their own preferences. You're going to have things that you like that other people probably don't. So there is no complete one-size-fits-all solution. And anybody that tells you that they found the absolute perfect setup, it may work for you, it might be pretty good, or it might not, Ballpark figures. But and also one of these days I'm going to have to do like a full shop tour, and I'll show you all of SLR, but right now it's kind of a mess. It's really bad. We've been trying to ship a lot of product. I would have shot more video today if I hadn't been so busy. I just worked for the last 7 hours straight. I just had a lunch break. So I kind of filmed this little stuff on my lunch break, and I'm going to be getting back to it. Probably going to keep working till about 9 or 10 tonight. So, yep. Keep ordering stuff. Keep me working hard.